Okay, so you spent $500 on a putter, maybe more, and on the back of it, there are a few little colored dots. They stare at you every time you pull it out of the bag, and somewhere in the back of your brain, you're thinking, like me, what do those actually mean? What are those actually for? Are they decorative? Do they represent something? Are they a secret code only tour pros understand? Are they telling me my lie angle is wrong? Are they a tribute to something? Because if I'm spending $400 to $500 minimum on a flat stick, I feel like those dots better do something. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here, and today I'm cracking the case on the little colored dots on the back of the Scotty Cameron putters. Red ones, blue ones, 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, combos. We're going full Da Vinci Code on this thing. Except instead of unlocking the secrets of the Holy Grail, we're unlocking the secrets of why you still 3-putt from 6 feet. That's no secret, you stink at golf. Let's start at the very beginning because this origin story is genuinely insane and it goes all the way back to the greatest golfer of all time, Jack Nicklaus. But now we're just going to fast forward to the year 1999 and talk about Tiger Woods, who is the second greatest golfer of all time. The year is 1999. Tiger Woods is struggling with his putting, and yes, that's almost impossible to imagine. Tiger Woods struggling with a putter. The guy who makes 25 footers on Sunday at Augusta like he's playing mini golf, but it's 1999. He's ranked 102nd on the tour in putting, and he needs a new stick. So he calls the one guy everyone knows, Scotty Cameron. Cameron builds him a new putter, a Newport 2 made out of German stainless steel. They call it the GSS. It has a softer feel at impact. It looks incredible, and Tiger is expecting it to arrive in Dallas for the GTE Byron Nelson Classic. Cameron is almost ready to ship the putter, almost. He looks over it one last time and realizes it's heavy. Not a lot heavy, not accidentally picked up someone else's bag heavy. We're talking roughly 2 swing weight points, about 4 grams total. For context, a paperclip weighs about 1 gram, so this putter is off by about 4 paperclips. The average golfer would never notice, would not care, would probably just blame their 3-putt on the green speed and move on with their life. But Tiger would feel it instantly because Tiger isn't like the rest of us. The rest of us are out here playing with whatever putter we grabbed off a clearance rack in 2008 and named Old Faithful. So Cameron can't rebuild the putter in time. He needs a quick fix. So what does he do? He grabs a drill. He mills 2 small circular holes right into the putter head, one in the back cavity, one in the heel of the face, to remove just enough material to drop the weight to exactly where Tiger wants it. Problem solved. But now you've got 2 little raw milled holes in the steel putter. So Cameron grabs iridescent cherry red paint, fills the dots in, seals them up, and makes them look intentional. And just like that, the cherry bomb was born. Tiger takes the putter to Dallas, shoots a 61 in round 1, a 61 first round with a brand new putter. Then he goes on to win 13 of his next 14 major championships with that same stick. 13 majors, born from a last-minute panic drill and a can of red paint. Golf, man, sometimes I can't even understand it. Now, here's where it gets really good. The red dots themselves actually have a separate inspiration that predates Tiger entirely, because Scotty Cameron is not just a putter maker, he's an artist. He pulls design ideas from jets, from cars, from architecture, and when Golf Digest asked him about the cherry dot specifically, he said the idea came from his dad taking him to the racetrack as a kid. Every time a carburetor came out of the hood, the butterflies would move, and they were always red dots. That image apparently stuck with Scotty. The excitement he felt at the track, the energy, he wanted it on the back of his putters. So those little red dots, they're either a love letter to his father, they're a memory of a kid standing at a racetrack watching engine parts move, and now they're on a putter you carry in a bag that probably costs as much as a used car. I don't know if that's beautiful or ridiculous, but I'm kind of leaning towards both. All right, but now the real question most people have when they're staring at their Scotty in the garage, why are some dots red, some dots blue, and why do some putters have 1 dot, some have 2, some have 3, some look like they were designed by NASA? Here's the breakdown. First, the red dots. Those are the OGs, the originals, the iconic cherry bombs or cherry dots that came directly from the Tiger story. The cherry red iridescent paint fill is the default Scotty Cameron signature look. If you have red dots, you have the classic, you have the heritage, you have the look that 14 major trophies were won with. Congratulations, you're gonna still 3-putt. The 3 red dots on the back of most retail Scotty Cameron putters, also a registered trademark. So legally, nobody else can put 3 red dots on the back of a putter and try to look like a Scotty. That's how iconic those 3 little circles have become. They're copyrighted. The dots have lawyers. Now, blue dots, and various other colors. Those generally come from one of two places. Number one, the custom shop. When you send your Scotty to the custom shop in Oceanside, California, which is a real place where real craftsmen hand stamp your putter like it's going to a museum, you can customize the paint fill in the dots. They offer translucent blue, emerald green, lime green, orange, purple. You can basically turn your putter into a pride parade if you want to. The dots are milled into the putter, but what goes in the dots, that's totally up to you, my friend. It's your $500, or probably $700 or $800 now at this point. So if you see a guy at your club with blue dots on his Scotty, one of two things is true. Either he sent it to the custom shop and got it personalized, which is cool and also deeply unhinged, or he has a special edition or a limited release model that came with an alternate color scheme from the factory. Number two, some colors signal certain limited or special releases. Scotty Cameron drops tour prototypes, gallery exclusives, and special edition runs, and the dot colors on those can be specific to that release. The prototypes Cameron introduced at the Sony Open had cherry dots in different sizes and arrangements than usual. The guy loves to play with his dot arrangements. I'm not judging. We all have our thing. So at this point, I'm kind of curious. Do you have a Scotty Cameron putter? What color are your dots? I have never owned a Scotty Cameron putter because money just doesn't rain out of the sky around here. I've checked. And there's also one more piece of the puzzle worth knowing about, and that's the circle T. You may have seen a putter with a small T stamped inside a circle, usually on a tour player stick or some higher end secondhand market putters. The circle T stands for tour only. These are putters that Scotty Cameron and his small team handcraft specifically for PGA Tour professionals. They are not available in stores. They are not available online. You can't buy one. And yes, they often have red cherry dots on them as part of the tour spec treatment. If you've ever seen one of these come up for auction or on resale sites, they go for a lot of money because nothing says, I have more money than you and more money than brains, like a tour-only putter that you're going to use at your local course. And by the way, the number of dots, the placement of the dots, the size of the dots on any given putter, that's often specific to the model, the era it was made, or the player it was built for. Tiger's famous Gamer has one dot on the top line for alignment, a cherry bomb on the heel of the face, and one in the back cavity. That configuration is Tiger's configuration. Other tour players get different configurations based on their preferences and their importance. Scotty Cameron essentially creates these putters the way a tailor makes a suit. Every detail is intentional, even the dots. So let's bring this home. The color dots on your Scotty Cameron are not a secret lie angle code. They are not some technical spec indicator stamped on by machine. They aren't random. They are one of the most genuinely interesting design stories in all of golf equipment. They started because a kid watched carburetors at a racetrack with his dad, and they became iconic because world-class craftsmen needed to shave 4 paper clips worth of weight off a putter the night before he was supposed to ship it to Tiger Woods. They became a trademark because the look was so recognizable, so associated with greatness, that the brand had to legally protect them. And now they're on the back of your putter, probably with some turf marks and maybe a little head cover fuzz on them. The dots can be any color that you want if you have enough money. That's it. That's the truth. Peter Von Panda, out.